Time waits for no one. Every second you spend scrolling through your phone, every hour lost in regret or worry, it's gone forever. And yet, here we are, clinging to distractions while life slips through our fingers like sand. What if I told you that Stoicism holds the key to living a meaningful life? A life where every moment counts, where pain becomes purpose, and where fear transforms into fortitude. Today, we'll explore how Stoic wisdom can help us confront the reality of mortality, overcome destructive emotions, and live with intention. If this resonates with you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right now. Because together, we're going to uncover truths that might just change your life. Let's begin by facing the uncomfortable truth about time. The one thing none of us can escape. Mastering time perception, Seneca warned us. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Yet most of us fall victim to the same trap, believing we have infinite time. But here's the science behind why time seems to slip away faster as we age. When we're young, everything feels new. Our brains record vivid memories because every experience is novel. As adults, routines dull our senses. Days blur together, leaving us stuck in what psychologists call time blindness. This is where Stoicism steps in. Epictetus taught us to focus only on what we can control. And how we spend our time is one of those things. To reclaim your sense of time, disrupt your routines, take a different route to work, learn a new skill, strike up conversations with strangers. Each new experience forces your brain to pay attention, stretching time again. Consider this: most people quit goals too soon because they underestimate what they can achieve in a year. Think about someone who starts running at 40. In 5 years, they could run marathons. Small daily investments compound into extraordinary results. Ask yourself, are you letting life pass you by, or are you seizing it? But mastering time isn't enough if we don't prioritize wisely. Let's talk about how to cut through the noise. Prioritizing what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Imagine yourself at 90 years old, reflecting on your choices. Will you care about that extra hour at the office, or the time you spent with your family? This is the death test, and it reveals what truly matters. Too many of us confuse being busy with being productive. Social media, endless emails, and trivial tasks steal hours from our day. Successful people understand something crucial. Knowing what to do is more valuable than knowing what to do. Use the to-list strategy. Write down everything you want to achieve, then circle the top 3 priorities. Everything else, avoid it ruthlessly. Think about Warren Buffett, whose disciplined focus made him a billionaire. He didn't chase every opportunity. He eliminated distractions to double down on what mattered. For us, it's about investing in relationships, health, and personal growth. Remember, your time is finite. Spend it wisely. And speaking of relationships, let's dive into how they shape our lives and how we can nurture them. Building meaningful relationships. Relationships are like bank accounts. Every interaction is either a deposit or withdrawal. A kind word. Deposit. Being late constantly. Withdrawal. Here's the problem: many people focus on grand gestures, expensive gifts, lavish celebrations, but neglect the small deposits that build trust. Stoics understood this deeply. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that our connections define us. A shared suffering strengthens bonds more than shared pleasure. Think about military veterans or cancer survivors. They form lifelong friendships because they endured challenges together. For us, it might mean supporting a friend during tough times or simply remembering small details about their lives. Don't ignore weak ties either. Those casual acquaintances who introduce you to new ideas and opportunities. They help you grow. And here's the ultimate paradox. Giving time makes you feel like you have more of it. Volunteering, mentoring, or helping others expands your sense of fulfillment. Ask yourself, are you building bridges or burning them? Now, let's turn inward and tackle the root of so much suffering: our emotions. Overcoming destructive emotions. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Emotions aren't inherently bad. They're natural responses, but unchecked anger, fear, or frustration can consume us. Here's a powerful insight. The chemicals that create emotions last exactly 90 seconds in your body. After that, you choose to stay in that state. Stoics practiced emotional regulation as a Super 7 power. When traffic jams frustrate you, breathe deeply. When setbacks occur, analyze them objectively. Viktor Frankl, though not a Stoic, demonstrated similar resilience in Nazi concentration camps. He found meaning even in unimaginable suffering. For middle-aged Americans juggling careers, families, and financial pressures, this lesson is vital. Instead of avoiding difficult conversations, address issues head-on before they fester. Practice gratitude, not as a feel-good exercise, but as a tool to reframe your perspective. When emotions pause, ask yourself, is this serving me or controlling me? Finally, let's talk about designing a life worth living. One aligned with virtue and purpose. Designing a life worth living. Your life isn't something that happens to you. It's something you actively design. Stoics believed in living virtuously, guided by courage, justice, temperance, and wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Challenges aren't obstacles, they're opportunities for growth. Let's start small. Change one habit for 5 minutes. That tiny win builds momentum. Too many people measure success by society's standards. Money, status, possessions. But what if you created your own metrics? What if success meant spending quality time with loved ones, learning new skills, or contributing to your community? Regular self-reflection is key. Conduct monthly reviews to assess your progress. Catch problems early before they snowball into regrets. Remember, tiny adjustments create massive results. Ask yourself, are you designing a life that reflects your values or someone else's expectations? Now that we've explored how to prioritize what truly matters, let's turn our attention inward to the foundation of everything we dog, our health. Health and vitality, the foundation of a meaningful life. Your health isn't just about living longer. It's your life force multiplier. Every other aspect of your existence either improves or suffers based on your vitality. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that our body is our instrument for living a virtuous life. Without energy, how can we fulfill our duties? nurture relationships, or pursue wisdom? Think about this. Would you rather have 8 energized hours or 12 draining ones? Your energy levels matter more than your time. Many people adopt the mindset, "I'll sleep when I'm dead." Wrong. Sleep isn't just rest. It's your brain's superpower. Without it, your decision-making deteriorates as if you're drunk. That promotion you want, that relationship you're building, they all depend on your brain functioning at its best. Here's something most don't realizing. You're two different people. Morning you and evening you. Morning you makes plans, evening you has to follow through. Don't let morning you be a tyrant. Start small, incorporate micro workouts into your day. 10 push-ups here, a quick walk there, 5 minutes of stretching. Physical movement creates mental clarity. Stuck on a problem, move your body. The solution will come. Ask yourself, are you treating your body like a temple or a storage unit? But physical health is only part of the equation. Let's explore how learning fuels growth. Learning and growth. The path to mastery. Stoics believe that wisdom is the ultimate virtue. To grow wiser, you must embrace lifelong learning. As Seneca said, "While we teach, we learn." Want to master anything faster? Teach it to someone else. This is the teacher effect. Explaining forces your brain to understand concepts deeply. Too many people avoid teaching because they feel unqualified. But your struggles make you a better teacher than an expert. You still remember what confuses beginners. Here's another secreting: read biographies. Each one gives you a lifetime of experiences in a few hours. Learn from others' mistakes so you don't repeat them. Smart people stay strategically bad at some things, a concept called deliberate amateurism. It keeps your brain flexible and your ego in check. Constraints aren't your enemy, they're your superpower. Limited time, money, or resources force creativity. And here's the hardest lesson: knowing when to quit. Strategic quitting isn't failure. It's making space for better opportunities. Think about someone who sticks to a job they hate because they fear change. They're trapped by sunk costs. Instead, ask, does this serve my growth? If not, let it go. Remember, growth requires discomfort. Lean into it. Now, let's turn to emotional intelligence, the cornerstone of inner peace. Emotional intelligence. Mastering the inner game. Epictetus taught us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Emotions are natural, but unchecked anger, fear, or frustration can destroy us. Here's a powerful insight: the chemicals that create emotions last exactly 90 seconds in your body. After that, you choose to stay in that state. A raw intelligence might get you the job, but emotional regulation gets you the promotion. Why? Because people trust those who stay calm in chaos. Most hide their vulnerability, but smart people use it strategically. Showing the right amount of vulnerability builds deeper trust than always appearing perfect. Avoiding difficult conversations is like accumulating emotional debt. That small issue you're ignoring, it's growing bigger every day. Gratitude works similarly. Unexpressed gratitude is like having money in a bank you can never withdraw from. Use it or lose it. Here's a practical exercise. When emotions rise, pause, analyze their roots. Ask yourself, is this serving me or controlling me? Viktor Frankl proved that even in unimaginable suffering, perspective shapes experience. Ask yourself, are you mastering your emotions or letting them master you? With emotional mastery comes financial wisdom. Let's explore how to manage money without losing freedom. Financial wisdom, buying freedom, not things. Money isn't just numbers in your bank account. It's about something far more precious, your freedom of time. Too many fall into the trap of lifestyle inflation. As income grows, expenses balloon. A bigger house, fancier car, longer commute. Suddenly, you're running on a treadmill, moving fast but going nowhere. Think about time affluence. Would you rather make $100,000 working 80 hours a week or $70,000 working 30? Your true hourly rate includes everything you sacrifice for that money. Smart people rent objects and buy experiences. Why? Experiences appreciate in value, objects usually don't. Building margins. Living below your means isn't about restriction. It's about creating space for opportunities. That space is your ticket to real wealth. Avoid the someday mentality. Start saving now. Compound interest applies to finances too. Small investments grow exponentially over time. Seneca warned against greed. He is poor who is always wanting more. True wealth isn't material possessions. It's the ability to live freely and meaningfully. Ask yourself, are you using money to buy freedom or fleeting pleasures? Finally, let's discuss creativity, the spark that ignites innovation and fulfillment. Creative living, unlocking your unique potential. Creativity isn't about waiting for inspiration. It's about showing up consistently. Shakespeare wrote in strict meter and rhyme, proving that constraints fuel creativity. Give someone unlimited options and they freeze. Limitations force ingenuity. Creativity works like a faucet. When you first turn it on, rusty water comes out. That's your bad ideas. Keep pushing through them. The good ones will follow. Most try to create and judge simultaneously. That's like driving with one foot on the gas and one on the brake. First, create, then judge. Document everything you create. Your brain is like a muscle. It needs to see progress to grow stronger. Those early, terrible attempts, they're proof of improvement. Here's the real secret: combine skills nobody else combines. That unique intersection is your creative superpower. Think about Leonardo da Vinci. He merged art and science to revolutionize both fields. For us, it might mean blending storytelling with technology or leadership with empathy. Creative living aligns perfectly with Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In creativity, action speaks louder than intention. Ask yourself, are you embracing your creative potential or letting fear hold you back? Here's the truth: life is short. Too short to waste on bitterness, fear, or mediocrity. But it's long enough to make a difference. To yourself, to your loved ones, and to the world. So I challenge you. What's one thing you'll start doing differently today to live more intentionally? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's inspire each other to rise above destructive habits and embrace the power of Stoicism. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Together we can build a community dedicated to self-mastery and wisdom. Until next time, remember the clock is ticking. but the choice is yours.